your Storm Team 11 forecast with Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds.
All right, so temperatures already in the 40s, a lot going on. Going to get right to it. Winter storm warnings everywhere in the pink. That's what we do anticipate some snow accumulation, then some ice accumulation, especially snow into Kentucky and our northern counties here, right from Wise to Lebanon northward. I think that's where you'll see the heavier snow. We do have winter weather advisories for parts of the Tri-Cities for slippery road conditions. Everything starts about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe a little earlier for our western counties, and it will start as all snow. Our northern counties, a little bit of a mix here over East Tennessee, and then the ice storm warnings. Boy, this is going to be terrible. I cannot stress this enough. I think we're going to have devastation here from the icing conditions. Crippling ice storm there, western North Carolina, and even back towards Knoxville and Nashville. Going to be just horrible. Look at all this. How about this? This is the entire nation right now. Look at all the pink. Those are all winter storm warnings. The purple ice storm warnings down towards Atlanta and back into Middle Tennessee, West Tennessee, all the way down into Texas and Louisiana. This is going to be quite a storm here for the records, I'm sure. Let's talk about wind energy tomorrow. We've got very strong winds coming up over our region tomorrow night. That's what's going to warm us up. I've talked about this since this really began, that we'd see a warming trend. We're going to find that your wind gusts here in the mountains could be up to 80 miles per hour in gusts, could cause damage there as well, especially down towards Horse Creek and Camp Creek down through the Smokies. We're going to talk snow first. It starts in the early afternoon, I'd say after 2 o'clock Kentucky, and then right across southwest Virginia. Heavier snow totals, I think, really from Wise all the way to Pikeville. The rest of the region, maybe 2 to 4 inches, an inch or thereabouts, if that, for the southern counties of southwest Virginia. You notice the Tri-Cities, we're not seeing that much snow. Here's the reason why. I think we'll see a downsloping wind. I oftentimes talk about that. Always wonderful to see how people pick up on this as well. Once I mentioned it, goes viral, right? Southeast wind. Going to dry us out a bit. Here comes your precipitation. This will be the sleet. Moderate snow Kentucky. Look how this will spread over southwest Virginia through 6:30. Everybody else looking at the warm air, sleet, some freezing rain, which will accumulate at times over East Tennessee. And this is what I want to point out. Look how the warm air just winds out. Snow lifting off to the north, heavy at times here in West Virginia. Still, Buchanan County, watch for that, Pike County as well. And then by midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, the warm air is winning out. Everybody looking at a mix of sleet and freezing rain with accumulation. Here comes your rain on the backside of that. The rain's going to take over Sunday morning. Look at these temperatures warming quickly. I think that strong southwest wind pushing our temperatures to the 40s. Some may even hit 50 degrees. Don't be surprised at that. Maybe over an inch of rainfall. That moves out. Here comes the cold air. Watch the snow showers setting up again. Could see accumulation with this early Monday morning, especially here into southwest Virginia, eastern Kentucky. A mix over the Tri-Cities, 4:30 in the morning, then some snow as it departs. I would not be surprised to see light snow accumulation across the region with the cold air moving in. On Monday, we'll dry it out. On Tuesday, sunny skies coming back into play, which will be good news for us. Now, otherwise, we're going to see very cold temperatures again, maybe near 1 below early next week. That's how cold the atmosphere is going to be with sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday. Freezing rain, you're going to find that possibility of some glaze on the roadways, heavier icing going on, freezing rain here off to our east. Western North Carolina stays in the freezing rain all weekend. And then the sleet, also a big possibility here as well. And look at the sleet and freezing rain event all the way through the deep south. Along with that, the rains are going to pick up. We could see maybe over an inch of rain as we go into your Sunday. So heads up for that. Heavy rain coming our way Sunday with those highs into the 40s. Our forecast over that low temperature tonight, we dip to 20. Tomorrow's high temperature at 35. Precipitation moving in, I'd say, after 2 o'clock, area wide by 3:30, 4 o'clock. Freezing rain, sleet, the Tri-Cities with the snow to our north. That snow gets bumped out by the sleet and freezing rain mixture southwest Virginia as we go through the overnight. There it is, Sunday rain. Look at the cold air coming, 24 for a high Monday, -1 as we go into Monday night, and Tuesday's high at 28 degrees. So there you go. Cold air coming back to the area, guys, and maybe near zero again by Friday of next week. Just what you want to hear, right?
Yeah, exactly. Mark, there have been so many changes. We've been talking about this for a while now. So many changes in this forecast in the past week. But you have been consistent. You have trusted the science behind it and not all the hype around it. And surprising for a lot of people when you said it may not be as bad in our region because those models changed. And those variables obviously make a difference when you're trying to forecast, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. And you know, I'm the total weather geek here. So I was geeking out last night. And when you're a meteorologist, you have to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. That's what I was telling some colleagues of mine last night. And otherwise, you'll never get it. That's why I loved all these giant snowfall maps. I don't see those people on social media anymore. Where are they? Because they can't figure out the pieces of the puzzle. So now we've got it all. It's coming your way tomorrow. You'll feel the effects of it over the weekend. And I love it. I could just geek out on these computers, but you have to look at all the atmospheric conditions. And what's really cool, Sarah, I'll leave you on this. If you were to get up on a step ladder and go up into the atmosphere tomorrow, the temperature goes to over 50 degrees between 5,000 and 10,000 feet. Very high winds aloft, 70 to 100 miles an hour winds as well. So just incredible to watch the atmospheric conditions.
We appreciate your passion for the weather. Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds with the latest. Mark, thanks so much. Yep.